you so much for joining us today for Studio 512. The Georgetown Palace Theater has a whole lot happening this summer. Here to tell us more are Izzy Howell from Jesus Christ Superstar and Sandy D'Amato from Every Brilliant Thing. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you both here, and it's so fun that we've got multiple shows going on at the Georgetown Palace Theater. Izzy, first up is Jesus Christ Superstar. Remind us about the production. I had to be honest with you, I've never actually seen it.
Well, you know, it's been around for a long, 50 years, I think. It came out in the 1970s. A rock opera basically about the life of Jesus, but kind of told more through the eyes of Judas, which is, you know, gives it a different and interesting perspective, I think.
Definitely an interesting perspective when we think of how Judas is viewed, like,
right.
in modern day culture.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested by that. You told me off camera, though, not a single word is spoken. I'm fascinated by that.
Yes, it is completely sung through. It's about 90 minutes, not counting intermission, and it's just sung from beginning to end, which, you know, it can be hard on the lyrics, but you know,
but this is
we
a
get
good
through
example of a triple threat. You're acting, you're singing, you're moving.
That is true.
You guys have a pretty big production. So is there anything that we can expect that's different with this production as opposed to something somebody else has maybe already seen?
I mean, this show, I don't know if it's different in whatever kind of way, but I think that it's really cool that we've got such a great cast of people doing it. I mean, this is my favorite show of all time. I've wanted to play Judas forever, and I've got, you know, Nathaniel and Micaiah who play Jesus and Mary. They're just fantastic, and I love working with them. And, you know, they really make it such a great experience for me and for everybody watching the show.
I love that you bragged on the cast because everybody's putting in a lot of hard work here. But Judas, since it's told from your point of view and you played Judas, so cool that this is your favorite musical and that you get to perform in it.
Yeah.
How was it preparing for the character?
Well, you know, I guess I could say I've been preparing for this character for, you know, 30 years.
And you're what, 31?
Yeah, something like that, you know. So, but yeah, so I've always kind of been workshopping it mentally, but it's really cool to actually get a chance to do it, to really kind of dig into it, get into it with an actual team of people, where we can kind of talk through some of the things that, you know, that have always been percolating in my head. It's just a really cool, it's a fun, special experience, you know.
Is it told in a villainous way?
No.
Yeah.
So the thing about, I mean, Judas, what everybody kind of thinks is like Judas, you know, betrayed Jesus for greed, for his 30 pieces of silver. What I think is really interesting about this show and this portrayal of Judas is that it's really like Judas and Jesus are best friends. They've kind of had this falling out, and that maybe the betrayal came from a place of like possibly misguided but deep love that Judas had for Jesus, which I think is a really interesting kind of perspective to put on it.
And I'm hearing layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can walk away from this production having seen a whole lot of really cool music and a lot going on stage, but like maybe a thinking man's piece.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you kind of get to see a little bit of maybe see it through a different perspective than you've ever thought about the story before.
I love it. Okay, and Sandy, you told me Every Brilliant Thing is on Broadway right now, so we get a little slice of that here in Central Texas. Tell me about it.
So Every Brilliant Thing is a communal theater experience. So basically the storyline is there's a storyteller that makes a list of every brilliant thing and everything worth living for as a gift for his mom to help navigate her depression. And what's wonderful about this show is it's done in a very poignant, very joyful, very kind, very optimistic way. So you get to journey with the storyteller through decades as his list grows. And the communal part is there are 2 levels of participation. I don't want to give away too much, but we do invite people up onto the stage to help us tell the story. Very safe environment, a lot of fun, and a lot of heart is in this show. Duncan McMillan, the playwright, just wrote something that's so beautiful. And there are 2 storytellers, so when you come to the theater to see us, not only will you not know, is it me or is it Jacob Rosenbaum, there's two of us, but the audience participation makes it a different show every single performance. So it's really different and just so much fun. Yeah.
Very unique. It's almost
Very
like you have to go back on more than one night just to see if you can see something different and take something different away.
Yes.
So cool. And how do you feel as the storyteller, being the one who kind of brings the community together? Does it feel very good to you? Because I mean, I think this center on mental health is so positive.
Yes. I think as a storyteller, you just feel so loving and kind to everyone around you, and you just feel that like the electrifying energy coming at you. Creating this role was different than anything I've ever done before because you cannot plan on what an audience member is going to do. So it's about being present. It's about taking care of people, which is just such a wonderful way to enjoy an evening, you know? So yeah, it's been different than anything I've done, and I'm so privileged to have been able to do it.
And who would be a good audience for this show?
I think anyone would be a great audience. Again, be mindful that there is discussion on mental health, suicide, but again, in a way that is uplifting and a way that teaches us to navigate through these different storms of our lives. And anyone who comes, we hope that they will start to build their own list of every brilliant thing as we have, because it really changes the way that we look at the world. So,
super positive. Yeah. Okay, how long is Jesus Christ Superstar running?
We are running until July 5th, so we got 2 more weekends, 6 more performances.
Okay, here we go. And then Every Brilliant Thing, how long does it run?
We close July 19th.
Okay, so a little bit longer of a run time, but good opportunity to come in and see them both. Okay, guys, thank you both so much for your time. Congratulations. Break a leg.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Get your tickets now, y'all, by going to georgetownpalace.org.